Signs he's falling in love with you. Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. If you're new here, welcome, and consider subscribing to my channel and click that little bell notification below. Love is a deeper feeling of falling head over heels for someone than simple superficial attraction. Anyone can feel exposed by love, especially if they're not accustomed to being in touch with their feelings. Many men are taught to toughen up and suppress their feelings during their upbringing. This may lead them to do so when they're in love, so falling in love can occasionally be uncomfortable or challenging for them. Even if a man is at ease with his feelings, the intensity of love can still catch him off guard and cause him to feel uneasy in his vulnerability. On the other hand, men are notoriously secretive. Talking about emotions isn't really their thing. A man might be madly in love with you, but he never lets a single word leave his lips, and you wouldn't even know it. However, women are adept at interpreting nonverbal cues and body language. Even though the man hasn't expressed his emotions out loud yet, he might have already given many telltale signs that can't be ignored. Let's see what signs show that he's falling for you. Number 15. He started caring for you a lot. The way he treats you is one of the obvious indicators. He genuinely cares about you, so your interaction goes beyond a few fleeting minutes of humorous banter. He will ensure you get home safely, just like after a late-night date. He won't even move his car until you wave at him from your window. Your well-being and mood changes will also have an impact on him. The man will try to find a solution for you because he doesn't want to see you under pressure. Number 14. He tries to make you happy. Making an effort to make a woman as happy as possible is one of the most typical indications that a man is in love with her. A definite indication that he's falling for you is if he makes an effort to make you smile or laugh with his jokes. As you might already know, men express their emotions through their actions. Number 13. He introduces you to important people in his life. When he starts introducing you to influential people, don't let the gestures get missed. It's one of the best indicators that he's on the path to true love. You can tell that you two have developed a deeper connection if your guy asks you to meet his parents and other important people in his life. Your guy will consider you a member of that squad if he's proud enough to brag about you to the people who matter to him. Number 12. He starts talking to you about the future. This is one of the first indicators. Men who are only interested in you for needs or to have fun will make numerous advances and do everything in their power to get you into bed. Still, they will hardly ever discuss their future plans with you. You can tell a man is in love when he starts talking to you about his plans and even manages to include you. Number 11. He admires your originality. The mental, chemical changes during the honeymoon period enable us to suspend judgment and only see the best in our partner. We enjoy everything about them, including their peculiarities and flaws. Even their snoring is musical. So a man will accept all of your flaws when he's in love with you. He actively works to become the one for you and encourages you to accept who you are. He might accomplish this by sharing your interests or hobbies, adopting a particular viewpoint, or starting to perceive you differently than you might have done yourself. Number 10. You're connected to each other. Some couples might mention their close bond in conversation. They frequently might seem to complete each other's sentences or know what the other is thinking. They claim it's borderline psychic and that there are supernatural forces at work. The real reason behind this is them paying attention to each other, nothing else. They basically develop the habit of responding when one attempts to connect. Number 9. He wants to spend time with you. Naturally, a man falling for you will want to spend a lot of time with you. He won't get bored or tired of hanging out in your company. He won't leave for home right after waking up. He'd prefer to stay in and relax with you all day. He simply wants to stay with you for a bit longer. He's not trying to invade your personal space. As you bond and get to know each other, his need to be with you will be more acceptable. Number 8. He wants to protect you. If he goes out of his way to keep you safe, even before he knows it, that's a sure sign that he loves you. His hands lightly touching your back as you walk in front of him, or his shoulder lightly touching yours when you two are in an unfamiliar setting are examples of those subtle gestures. Or he will make sure that protecting you is his top priority if you're in a challenging circumstance, like crossing the street. All this is his way of expressing his love for you and his desire for your safety. As seeking out connections that make them feel like protectors is ingrained in their DNA, men still prefer if they felt heroic. Number 7. His eyes say so many unsaid things. He might be staring at you while you're focused on your work, and you glance up to see his attractive face. Even when you're not looking at him, you can still feel his eyes on you. The stare won't be the same as the other guys who offer you drinks in bars and just try to hook up with you. It will be intense, passionate, and loving instead. He'll make you feel loved and warm just by looking at you. If all of his focus is on you and it seems like he's just admiring your hair, you can tell the man is falling hard for you even while watching a movie. Number 6. He listens to you. Most of us have experienced talking to someone who's only acting interested in what we have to say. Unfortunately, this is typical if a guy's only pretending to be interested to get physical with you. However, if the guy really listens to what you say, it shows that he values you. His openness to listening, combined with the other indications on this list, may be a powerful sign that he feels something for you beyond simple attraction. Number 5. His smile will give him away. Your guy may have a contagious smile, but does it change when he sees you? If he falls in love with you, or perhaps maybe he already is, his smile will extend to his eyes. Perhaps most of the smile is contained in his eyes. Remember that a guy falling in love with you won't be as easy. He'll try to cover it, but he might just come off as silly. Number 4. He's forgiving. A man may overlook anything a woman does in a new relationship. This might be particularly true if he's still attempting to interfere with her plans. A few months or years into the relationship, he might begin reverting to this honeymoon mode. You will know at that point that he loves you with passion. He's open to hearing your justifications. He will absolve you of your shortcomings. Number 3. You become a priority. In general, men are more egotistical than women. While this may be true to some extent, it's not true when a man is in love. When a man is deeply in love, he prioritizes his partner's needs over his own. Even though he despises that restaurant, he lets you choose the most important things, like where to move and the ideal location for a dinner date. He may even forego his comfort to make you happy. Number 2. He's more present with you. There's a good chance a man is beginning to fall in love when he starts to be with you, focuses on you, provides for you without being asked, or kisses you out of the blue. His presence signifies an improvement in your relationship status. Men who are not interested in a woman don't invest in her. In addition, they do not assume the role of caregiver or provider for women who are not in their future plans. Number 1. He's not afraid to be himself around you. If your partner is completely himself around you, including geeking out over something he enjoys, it may be a sign that he's in love with you. That means he is completely at ease with you. He isn't afraid to talk to you in detail about your shared interests and likes, and he isn't afraid to tell you anything. Because he loves you, he's aware that he can be himself around you just as he is around his friends and family.